Applied for multiple vehicle loans, multiple credit cards, bank accounts.
A Winnipeg woman is warning others after she became the victim of identity theft and found her bank account completely drained. Claire Saunders says she threw out her 2015 driver's license, and that's when another woman found it in the trash, took the photo ID into a Manitoba Public Insurance Autopack office, and proceeded to steal Saunders' identity.
So she ended up with 2 pieces of my ID, so a temporary paper copy and the expired photo ID from 2015, and those together are valid ID.
Saunders was shocked the MPI agent couldn't tell the person standing in front of her was not Saunders, or more disturbingly, didn't even take the time to look.
And just to be clear, I mean, her and I look nothing alike. We're of a different race, so we really don't look anything alike. And you know, what's the point of photo ID if no one's even looking at the photo?
24 hours later, Saunders was notified by MPI that facial recognition software detected a difference between her face and the thief's face, flagging the fraud, at which point Saunders immediately took action to protect her bank account. Saunders implemented fraud alerts requiring anyone trying to access her accounts to provide a valid passport and verbal passcode. However, that didn't seem to do any good because a day after putting the extra security measures in place, the thief walked into a TD branch, used the ID again with Saunders' picture, not hers, and was able to access Saunders' bank account and stole all her money.
So once again, what is the purpose of photo ID if we're not looking at the photo?
But the thief didn't stop there.
She did go to all the major banks and opened bank accounts at all of those banks.
Saunders says RBC issued the fraudster money, and Saunders had to go to the branch in person to prove it wasn't her. Saunders has notified the police and does expect the banks will repay her.
Pretty disappointed in both MPI and the banks at this point.
City News reached out to MPI. A statement reads in part, after meticulous examination, it was confirmed the picture of the applicant did not match the name of the license holder. A hold was immediately placed on the photo, and a photo ID was not issued. TD Bank also responded by saying, it's concerning when a customer falls victim to fraud, and we recognize that in addition to the financial impacts, these situations are stressful. TD carried out a fraud investigation, and we've since reached out to Ms. Saunders to apologize for her experience and to confirm that the issue has been resolved. In the meantime, Saunders says the woman carrying her ID hasn't been arrested and is still at large.
I don't know what's coming next, you know, and I'm just constantly waiting by the phone thinking, okay, what's going to happen today, you know?
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.